time for the doubt, they counting me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win, yeah. Refuse, mine, it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it, they told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie, I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like told me, keep on running toes, they gon' take them. Refuse to lose, built to win, apply myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counting me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win, yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win, apply myself.
Welcome back, everybody. Another episode of RBO with your boy Vaughn, man. Hope you guys been enjoying the playoffs, man. We began some exciting, good basketball. First round is finally done. Got a couple teams that had to go. We will touch on the goodbye teams from the first round a little later this week, especially my Orlando Magic, man. We went out fighting, however, we couldn't get it done. But I have two exciting topics today. We're going to go over two games. One game from last night, and then we're going to recap the first game from the Knicks series, the Knicks and the Pacers series, and we're going to talk about the second game today. Before we get started, I would like for everybody to like, subscribe, share this video with anybody that you know that is a huge NBA fan, that is enjoying some playoff basketball, that want to hear a little bit of breakdown your boy Vaughn got for him today, because we're going to break a little bit down for y'all today. We also have a link down low in the bio for you to become a member. And with the membership, you get access to different chats that are on Instagram. We have different sports chats. And then we even made a rap chat, with this Kendrick and Drake thing going on. It was going crazy. We have a parlay chat, gaming chat. We're just an R2L family. But become a member to join those chats. You get live updates on sports. Guys go at it nonstop all day in those chats. So if you want a little bit of entertainment, you get that as well. You also learn a lot. Guys play the sports. Some guys are even coaching still and things of that nature. I know my boy Teddy, he's coaching baseball, and he got a couple guys that heading up to the major. So shout out to the boys. We got other shows also on the network for you guys to check out. They're all linked down low in the comment section. Check them out. I will touch a little bit more on them in detail towards the end of the show. But other than that, man, enjoy the show. Let's get to it. All right, the first game that we're going to break down, we're not going to go too deep into this game. Not really much to really break down, to be honest. It's the Mavericks versus the Thunder, okay? Now, this is a good matchup, This is a matchup of one of my favorite players, SGA. Also, it's actually two of my guys are in this series, SGA and Kyrie Irving, but this is really SGA versus Luka Doncic. And earlier this year on the show, me and my brother Joe, shout out Joe, we actually had a debate on who would you rather have leading your team, starting your team off, SGA or Luka Doncic. And it's just amazing to see these guys go toe-to-toe in the first round. Now, of course, I chose SGA due to his style of play. And, I spoke on Luka's bad shot taking. He is a phenomenal talent. However, he doesn't always bring it on both ends of the floor. Sometimes he's a little lackluster out there. I can give him this. Luka has definitely upped his energy out there. Him and Kyrie, actually. Kyrie has been playing sensational basketball as far as just the game of basketball itself, hustling, playing tenacious defense. He's been very encouraging out there, and he's been big time in the second half. That's Kyrie for you. Now, this game, Luka started off pretty hot. Now, Luka is a little hurt right now, so you kind of saw a little gump in his walk at times. However, when he had the rock, I really couldn't tell that he was he was that hurt, to be honest, because he was still taking all the shots, that he would normally take. One thing that I did notice about Luka's game, he wasn't attacking the paint that much. A lot of his shots, he was selling a lot for those threes, and to be honest, I think Luka is at his best when he's in the lane. When he's in that paint, he can score on anybody on the block, and he has the ability to make a pass anywhere on the court. So when you attack the middle of the lane, it opens up the floor for everybody. And the Mavericks is a team that really likes to hit the three, and Luka couldn't get guys like really that many good looks. I mean, Josh Grant actually got a couple good looks that he was bricking, and even on Derek Jones. But those are the guys that you actually want shooting those shots. So Luka, I think, he has to do a better job with just controlling the pace of the game, getting into the lane, drawing a couple more fouls, getting to the free throw line, drawing a little bit more attention, and, getting your guys a little bit more open. Shout out my boy Devin, first one to comment. This is actually his second comment. I didn't want to put the first comment up because I didn't want to say nothing about the first comment because, I don't know if everybody want to know that's your squad right now. My boy got hurt game 2. He gone for 50. I'm guessing he's talking about Luka. Yes, he is a Luka guy. I remember the year they took the Suns out. I was saying the Suns gonna take him out. He was like, nah, Luka got this, and Luka definitely got him. But one thing that I noticed about this game is the OKC Thunder team just seemed like the way more aggressive team. Everybody was attacking. Everybody was getting involved a lot. I spoke on this early in the year, just spoke on how a lot of teams that are winning now, they have, a lot of guys contributing. It's not really a two-headed monster, back like when Kyrie and LeBron won, or even when AD and LeBron won, these teams now, think of the last couple champions. You had the Denver Nuggets, you got Murray and you have Jokic leading the way. However, you got other guys contributing as well. MPJ, Caldwell Pope has some good games. Bruce Brown, he was a big piece last year. Those are the teams that are really elevating. Look at the playoffs now. OKC, they get a lot of help from a lot of guys out of starting five and some bench guys as well. You go and look at the Knicks. The Knicks, their whole starting five produces, and then they have some games where the bench just has a great game. That first game against the Sixers in the first round, that game was really won by Deuce McBride and Bogdanovich. Those guys came off the bench firing. So, having a team that is well-rounded, team that can get a little bit of contributions from everybody, it seems like it's the way to go right now. And this OKC team is young. It's only game 1, guys. Mavs fans, Devin, I know your boy Luka. Don't panic. It's only game 1. This thing is all about adjustments. How will Jason Kidd adjust to this thing? Now, one thing, I just think if they attack the paint a little bit more, Luka in particular, I think this game goes a totally different way. He will be able to control the pace a little bit more and get a lot of more guys involved. Because a lot of times, it was just him running the pick and roll. He would do a quick step back 3, or he'll throw the ball down low to Gafford, and Gafford missed at least about 4 layups. He had a good game, don't get me wrong, but he missed at least 4 layups. That was some buckets that he left out there. But this OKC team, man, their big 3 showed up. Their big 3 showed up, man. SGA, 29 points, 9 rebounds, 9 assists, almost Luka, those Luka numbers right there. And he was the one out there that was controlling the pace. Every time Luka was on him, it seemed like he was trying to get a bucket on him. And he 9 times out of 10, he did get a bucket on him. And Shet, man, shout out to Shet. This kid, I'm not even call you a kid. I don't want to sound disrespectful. This young man is balling. He's blocking shots out there. He's down there getting putbacks, catching alley-oops, just playing with fierceness. And that's something that you love to see out of your big man. This OKC team is a mismatch. They play positionless basketball. And having a guy like Shet is just a cheat code. I mean, everybody out there can hit the 3. Everybody out there can take it off the dribble. It's hard to defend. And the Mavericks, they aren't the best team at defending. So this is going to be a tough matchup for them. They're going to need Luka to be Superman. They're going to need Kyrie to be the guy that goes off for 25 points or something like that in the second half. They're going to need those efforts because that's what got them here. This isn't a very much team-oriented basketball team. This isn't a team that you're going to get 15 from this guy, 15 from that guy. You're going to get some games where only Luka and Kyrie would get double digits. You know, PJ Washington is a guy that he has games here and there, but he's so inconsistent. And then Gafford, you know, he's a guy that has potential to have good games, but for some reason he's not playing the minutes that I thought he would be playing. Maybe it was a matchup thing for the last series because this series he did start playing 27. So we'll see. Jason Kidd, you have to make some adjustments though. The number one thing I really think y'all need to do is attack more. I mean, attack the paint more. You gotta go at a guy like Shet. A guy like Shet, yeah, he has the length, but he isn't the biggest guy out there. You know, you go at him, you try to get him into foul trouble, make him play some defense out there in the wing. You know, you have to attack this young team because they smell blood. And what they say? They some dogs. They was out there barking. They was out there barking for sure. That first half was fairly close. They ended the second quarter pretty strong, but then fourth quarter they just took over. You know, took over. Devin, another comment. OKC got 3 playmakers in the starting 5: Giddey, SGA, and Jalen Williams. Yeah, they do, Devin. And let's talk about Jalen Williams for a second. Jalen Williams was one of the top scorers in the fourth quarter this year, if you guys didn't know. And he kind of gave you a glimpse of that yesterday. He wasn't really scoring that much throughout the game, but that fourth quarter came and he turned it up. I mean, he was dunking. He was hitting threes, hitting middies. I really love this game. Second-year player, has great size. He's a tenacious defender. I'm a big fan of him, to be honest. And this OKC team has something special. SGA leading the way. You got a guy like Shet, who's a unicorn out there. And then a guy like Williams. He's a closer. He's a guy that can be your right-hand man, a guy that's going to play some excellent defense. And his game is nice. He can handle the rock. He got some nice moves for sure. So shout out Jalen Williams. Shout out my boy Teddy. What good, my boy? What's up, Teddy, man? If y'all don't know my boy Teddy, that's BWT Teddy. He takes over and runs one of the shows. That's Baseball with Teddy. He's the baseball guru. The guy I was talking about earlier that he's coaching now. He used to play back in the day, and he really got me super knowledgeable on baseball now. Check out. He just had 2 shows today. Actually, go tap in. The link is down low. Tap in with my boy. You won't be disappointed, especially if you're a Yankees fan. But yeah, man, this OKC team is hungry, man, and I'm not gonna jump the gun yet. You know, even though my heart is saying OKC, just because I just feel like it's time for these young guys. I think SGA is really that good of a player that he can be the best player on a championship team. He can lead a team as a guard to a championship because of the style of play he has. He's a mid-post downhill scorer. Like he had like 2 threes back to back this game in the I think it was the third quarter or early in the fourth, and it kind of broke the game open because Isaiah Joe off the bench, he's a trade ball specialist. He hit 1 from the parking lot, and I just like this OKC team, man. They're hungry and they're built off everybody gets it. Everybody gets some. You know, this isn't a one-man show. A lot of people look at him and say SGA is probably running the show. He is the catalyst. He is the heartbeat. But this young team got some guys that's going to contribute. You know, Casey Wallace off the bench, beast, defender. He hit a 3 after SGA hit 2 threes. I mean, everybody gets some on this team. It reminds me of the Orlando Magic. You know, very team-oriented. This team, you know, you have a leader, have your top 3 guys, but everybody else helps and chips in as well. So I'm sticking with OKC to win this series. You know, I can see this series going 7, but I do have OKC winning the series. I just like them on both ends of the floor. And for me, for the Mavs to win, they're going to need Luka to be Superman. They're going to need Kyrie to be, you know, Robin. And how about this? Luka need to be Batman, then Kyrie got to be Robin. They got to do that. You know, they got to do their thing. So we're going to see how Jason Kidd adjusts to the matchups, adjust to what OKC was doing, because Lou Dort did do a good job on Luka. But to be honest, a lot of Luka's shots were in and out. A lot of his threes were in and out. But I do feel like he was settling. Maybe it's the injury. However, he has to. If he's out there, he got a ball. So you got to attack the paint. You can't settle for threes. You cannot do that because missed three leads to long rebounds, leads to fast breaks. Which this OKC team, they get out on the break. They got guys that's gonna finish. FGA, he gonna finish. Shet, he gonna finish. Jalen Williams, he gonna finish. So watch out for this OKC team, man. I've been trying to tell you guys about this team since the beginning of the year, and look where we at now. Look out, might just end up seeing this team in the Western Conference Finals. All right, enough of that game, though. Let's talk about the game that's happening tonight. Let's go over to the East, y'all. Let's go over to the East. We have the Knicks versus the Pacers. Now, these are two teams that, they can play at a fast pace, very fast pace. You see the Knicks get up and down, and you definitely see the Pacers get up and down. I think they had the highest pace in the NBA this year, the highest scoring offense. I think the most efficient offense. Their offense is run and gun, get up shots, move the ball, attack the rim. Like this team, that's what they do. But this first game, man, it was pretty entertaining. I must say it was pretty entertaining. Jalen Brunson started off setting the tone just as he's supposed to do as the best player on the floor. You're supposed to set the tone. You're supposed to go out there and let your team know you're ready. Let your team know it's time. And they say the role players, they go with the superstars. The superstars ball, they feed all the superstars. And I can agree to that, especially at home, because if you watch this Knicks team, they believe in Brunson, man. Down in the fourth quarter of crunch time, Brunson was just getting the ball, and it was like they were just spacing out, like, handle your business. We trust you. We know you're going to make the right play. We know you're going to either get a bucket or find the right player. And Brunson did just that. But this Pacers team could have got this game, man. The Knicks tried hard to give them the game away, but they couldn't do nothing. They couldn't take it. Devin will never comment. Siakam had us all fooled. See, Devin, I can't get on Siakam that much and say he had us fooled. I think the person that had us fooled is Tyrese Halliburton. I mean, he's been slowing down a lot since after the All-Star break. However, this is your first playoffs. You did make it past the first round. You didn't really have to play lights out, to be honest. Siakam was really the guy that was balling. I mean, those last couple games, he struggled a little bit shooting, but he was really the guy that was doing that for y'all. Even Miles Turner was having some good games. But Tyrese Halliburton, where you at, bro? Your team needs you. Now, for you to come out here as the best player on the team and you only put up 6 shots, now we know you a facilitating person. We know you can dish and dine with the best of them. However, this is playoff time. We need you to be aggressive, scoring the ball. We need the team to know that when you get the ball, you're not just going to pass. You're going to try to score as well. TJ McConnell, I want to give him a round of applause. I thought he played an excellent game. He played some really good defense on Jalen Brunson. He probably played the best defense on Brunson that game. And he hit a lot of timely shots. He had 18 points off the bench, 9 for 16. Listen to that. TJ McConnell, 9 for 16, 18 points. Halliburton, 2 for 6, 6 points. I don't know, man. Tyrese Halliburton, you scaring me. I came on here and I gave you a lot of props, gave you a lot of praise. I know you're still a young guy. This is really your first time in crunch time in the playoffs, as the guy. I understand. I'm going to cut you some slack here. Only game 1. You're going to get better from here. I know you are. But you got to do better. Now, I got a couple of clips I want to run by y'all because, 4 minutes left in the game. I believe the Knicks were down 5. And then Brunson just said, it's time. Brunson took over then. I mean, the game went back and forth, of course. The Pacers were getting buckets. But I want to point out one thing, how Halliburton was just so not aggressive out there, man. And you can't do this as the best player. All right, here's the first play. Brunson just scored, so he passes him. Boom. I'm sorry, I had to run it back. So look, Boom, passes. He gets it right back. Hot potato. They're begging for you to do something. They're begging for you to make a play, Holly. They need you to do something, Holly. Look at the score. They down 4, 2 minutes left, Holly. You can't pick your dribble up. You cannot pick your dribble up. Now, he did get bailed out by the foul call on Devo. However, these are tendencies I'm noticing with him. You cannot pick the ball up right there. You pick the ball up right there. Say that call doesn't happen. You pick the ball up right there. You stuck. You don't have nothing to do. They can deny all your guys on your team. And now you don't have no outlet. You have no way to go. That I felt like was just not a good decision by Tyrese. Now I have another play here that I want to show you guys. I think that's it. Let's see. No, that's not the one guy. This is the one down here. Here we go. There's another play here. Okay. So another play. They want a double pick. Holly pops out. Boom. It's you and Josh Hart. Tied ball game. 1:41 left. You the guy, bro. You got Siakam in the corner. You got 2 shooters on the left. And you got Miles Turner here. You can even call Miles Turner, run a pick and roll, pick and pop. But you cannot look. And let's see what happens. He gets bailed out again, guys. He definitely gets bailed out again. However, these are tendencies that I'm noticing that he cannot have. He has to be more aggressive, getting the bucket. Look at this. Dishes it up, backs out. He doesn't even call for the ball again. Nembhard bails him out, gets a bucket. Let's watch it one more time. Excellent play. Gets some isolation, top of the key. He had him on the crossover. He could have did one more move and got a bucket. And what did he do? These are things that he cannot do, man. You cannot. You cannot do that. Especially as a star point guard. All right, Devin has another comment. It's because he doesn't have a pull-up jumper, I noticed. He is a set shooter, so it limits his game. That can be true, Devin. I've noticed that too. He does have a very unorthodox jumper. And I don't remember really seeing him shoot too many pull-ups, to be honest. So wow. I'm gonna have to really watch him next game, and we're gonna really see about that pull-up jumper right there. Because Devin, that is true. As a point guard, that is one thing you have to have in your arsenal, especially in the NBA. Come on, man. Teams will back up off you and let it rain. Again, I'm a Magic fan, yet you guys know, and that's all Cleveland did with us. We were literally setting picks, and they were backing up off of us to the point when every pick we set, we couldn't get no mismatches because they had so much time to get back on us because they just back up. It was crazy. And Halliburton, you don't want to be like that. I mean, I know you can cross somebody and hit a 3, but a pull-up jumper, hey, man, you got to add that to your arsenal because in the fourth quarter, 4 minutes left, y'all left 5. You had 2 turnovers back-to-back, and I believe they got buckets on both of those turnovers. Got to do better, Harry. All right, here's the play that sealed the deal. Because the Knicks tried to give them the game away. It was what? They tied up. The Knicks go up 1. They get the call on Brunson out of bounds, and then Halliburton does this. Another mistake for the game. You have to let your big man get set. Now I give Turner a little bit of blame too, because it seemed like he just kept walking up, like he never stood still. And like, let's check it out again though. You see your guy. See, look, that's Hallie fault. Turner is just now setting the pick. He's already moving. Now, as a point guard, you're supposed to run your guy into the pick. So what Halliburton should have did was dribble to his right to bait him in a bit, then take the pick. Hallie has to do better. Joe with a comment, it was Hallie's fault. Yeah, I'm blaming Hallie too on this one, Joe, for sure. Because as you see here, Turner literally just stops, and Hallie's already moving. Hallie's already moving. Joe, another comment. But in the playoffs, that's not a foul, shaking my head. Now, that's true as well. I was surprised they called this call as well. However, Devo, I got to give him some props. he played great defense on Hallie that game, man. He was running off screens, fighting through screens. I mean, he had 5 threes that game too. He's a beast. Shout out. I like him. He was hooping. He was good with the Bucks, Kings. They missing out. They missing out on him. I ain't gonna lie. But you can't do this, Hallie. Look at this. The play was gonna be wide open. Cause I know you was gonna pass it. You wasn't gonna shoot. So Hallie gotta play better, man. Hallie has to really take control of the game. He has to take control of the momentum. He has to really be him out there. He has to be the guy like Brunson is. Brunson is that for the Knicks. He has to be that for the Pacers. He has to. He has to. This team needs him. See, y'all can play good enough for them to win yesterday. Nembhard gave him 11. Nembhard and O'Connell and TJ McConnell, 29 points together. Hallie, you gotta give me at least 10, bro. You give me 10, y'all going overtime. That's 4 more points. I lost by 4. Give me 12, y'all win. Another thing about Hallie that we noticed in the regular season, he never turned the ball over. He had 3 costly turnovers because I told y'all 2 of them happened 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Now, this is a bad matchup for the Pacers because they don't really have nobody to check Brunson. I think their best fit is what's my boy name? Neesmith. But it seemed like he'd be a little too over aggressive, and Brunson just uses that against him. I mean, nobody on that team can stay in front of him. I mean, Nembhard does the best job at staying in front of him, but he's too small. Brunson is a big dude. He moves guys when he's out there. We got a comment from Joe. Hallie will deal with the playoff physicality he didn't see versus the Bucks. Now, that is a good point there, Joe. This Knicks team is very physical. I mean, you see Josh Hart out here? Josh Hart is a beast. Like, he's all over the place. He's out there ripping rebounds. He's out there finding guys. He's out there going to the cup hard, dunking, hitting threes. Josh Hart is the man. And one thing I noticed about this Knicks team, Thibodeau, he's going to run his guys. Look at this. Anobi, 42 minutes. Brunson, 44 minutes. 48 minutes for Hart. We know Hart don't come out the game. Devo, what did he get? 44 minutes. Harnstein, 36 minutes. I do want to see Mitch out there a little bit more. But only thing about Mitch, he fouls too much. He had 3 fouls in 12 minutes. We got a comment from Devin. I just don't think Pacers have a go-to scorer. No one has any moves I've seen. Now, this is also true. Now, I want to say this about Pascal Siakam. I don't think he's a beast, but I think he's good enough for them to get past this team. I think he's if you watch him that game early on, he was rushing a lot of his shots, and it's like, bro, relax, calm down. I know you're playing against your former teammate. You know, you in a hostile environment in New York because I know those fans is crazy. However, every time he got the ball in the post, or he had his back to the basket, took his time and got to his spot and pulled up, he cooked Anoa'i. So I think if he gets a little bit more of that, they post him a little bit more, let him operate on that mid post and get to his spots and just rise up. If he has to do too much to get a bucket on Anoa'i, it's not going to work because Anoa'i is an excellent defender. You have to make it a little easier for Siakam. And like I said, Halliburton got to get more aggressive, man. He just has to. Mitch hurt now 6 to 8 weeks. Man, this dude can't stay on the court to save his life. Another couple notes that I have from the game. Jackson. I think his name is Isaiah Jackson. I like Isaiah Jackson. Isaiah Jackson brings energy. I think he needs to be out there a lot more. And then my boy Obi Toppin. Obi Kenobi Toppin. That's my boy. Obi be hitting threes. He be dunking. He blocked the shot, I believe. I think he had 2 blocks. No, he had 1 block. 6 rebounds. And he scores. And then yeah, I like him. Obi Toppin needs some more time out there, man. He gonna bring that spark, and this is his former team, so he got a little chip on his shoulder. Free Obi, man. Free Obi. He did get 19 minutes, but yeah, he gotta get a little bit more burn. You gotta get a little bit more burn. I got another comment from Devin. I just don't see a team winning much in the playoffs without a 25-point score, and I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. That's why I say Holly has to be more aggressive out there. You know, he's a taller guard, so he can get to the basket. He has a decent floater. His layups not that bad. He just like I don't know, like Joe said, maybe it's the physicality just that he's feeling because the Bucks wasn't the same. They ain't the same Bucks. You know, they ain't the Bucks the years past that we know that's gonna rough you up. That's not them. This Knicks team though, they rough and rugged, and I know playing in New York is tough, especially in this hostile environment. They think Jalen Brunson is the next great thing, and can't nobody tell them nothing. The Pacers, their advantage is their numbers. They get everybody involved. I just spoke about that. The reason why they lost this game, like I said, their best player was supposedly their best player. He didn't come to play. If Halliburton have a decent game scoring, they win. He had a terrible game. He didn't even shoot the ball for real. He had the same amount of shots as he got points, and that's 6. That's terrible. All right, a couple more plays I want to go over right quick, and it's just about the defense right here, man. Now, that's another thing about this Pacers team. They're not an excellent defensive team. They have their moments, you know, when they can step up and play some defense, but they just don't. All right, I don't think that's a play, y'all. Just a play here. Okay, so we have isolation situation right here. Brunson kind of up top. We have his 2 guys, shooters on the wing. We have Anobi on the right corner. It's kind of similar to what Halliburton had with Josh Hart earlier in the game. However, he elected to pass it. But this one, it's a little bit more spaced out, I think, for Brunson because he's not directly up top like Holly was. He's more on the side. So as we roll the clip, I'm gonna roll it through, and then we're gonna break it down a bit. Brunson, he just a beast. Like you can't let him do what he want. Okay. So we saw what happened here. I'm sorry, that joint got cut short. But Devo definitely hit that 3, y'all. He hit that 3. So you can't, as a defender, with a guy like Brunson, you cannot tiptoe. Look at Nesmith. You can't tiptoe. If you're gonna go, go. If you're gonna go, go. And when you go, you have to high hands, active hands, shielding off so he can't make a direct pass to Devo. It has to be a high pass, or he has to fight through me just to give Halliburton time to come contest, to get your guy time to rotate. None of that happened. Devo ended up hitting the game-setting 3. Then look, here's another play here. I think this is it. Okay. They try to set the pick. Good job getting back in them hard. Look, you can't tiptoe. Look, you can't tiptoe, bro. You help and you stay here. Now, with a guy like Brunson, you have to try to get the ball out of his hands. You can't let him get into the paint. He's already at the free throw line. So Naismith, you have to go. Halliburton can guard both of these guys. They right beside each other. This is where the communication comes. Halliburton has to communicate with Naismith. Go, double. And Naismith just have to know that as well because Brunson been cooking them. They're up 2. You can't let no one-on-one buckets happen. And look at this, y'all. Look at Naismith. Turns his back, gets lost. Brunson ends up having time to reverse pivot and hit a fadeaway. This is terrible defense right here. Terrible defense. If you're going to go, go. Go. Easy bucket. Put them in another hole. Now, this is like, those are just a couple plays that could have, swayed the game. They could have got a dub out of that, We got another one from Devin. Miles Turner out rebounding by Josh Hart says a lot. I agree with Joe. It's too physical for them Knicks got dogs. Yeah, man. It's what it's looking like right now. And I even told that, shout out to my boy Ty. Um, he's one of the hosts for In the Red Corner, one of the shows we have, the boxing show. I told him when my Orlando Magic played them, I said, man, Jalen Suggs said it. They don't like to get smacked in their mouth, or they don't like to get pushed around. They soft. Hey, if that's what the Knicks thinking, man, and if that's what the Pacers they're gonna lay down like that, hey, they might be a swept. But I got them at least get one dub in their home. I got this series going 5, no more than 6, to be honest. This is gonna be a good experience for the Pacers, though. They're gonna have to play with a little bit more heart. They're gonna get a couple more guys over there that got a little bit more heart. But they actually had a shot to win this game. They only lost by 4. It came down to the wire. A couple of costly turnovers by Halliburton down the stretch. Him not being aggressive. Pascal Siakam, he has to stop rushing. Because if you watch the game, like I said, man, every time he got to a spot and took his time, he scored almost every time. And Halliburton, he wasn't aggressive. Like that play when Nembhard got that bucket, the next play, it was tied up. Nembhard comes down and he shoots a 3. That's because you're not being aggressive, Hallie. They don't believe in you right now. They don't think you're ready. Not saying they don't think you're ready to lead them or not. I'm saying, like, when you out there hooping and the star player ain't doing that, you ain't gonna be as confident with him just doing his thing. You're gonna go with what you think is hot. And Nembhard was way more aggressive. He got buckets down the clutch, a couple good passes, and you saw what happened. So tonight they play tonight. We're gonna see what they do. If they're gonna have if Halliburton, man, you gotta step your game up. You got to. Because like I said, if you have a decent game, y'all win. But you had a terrible game. You had 5 assists in like early in the second quarter, I think. And you ended with 8. So yeah, man. Hallie got to step his game up, man. Definitely got to step his game up. But I do got the Knicks winning this series, man. And like I said, it's gonna be a great experience for this Pacers team. They're trending in the right direction. We'll see what Siakam's going to do, if he's going to elect to stay or go. That is going to be a question at the end. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know. But that's all I got for y'all on the Knicks series, man. Let me know who y'all got in the comments. Y'all rocking with the Knicks? I already see who Devin got. He think the Pacers too small. So let me know who you got. You got the Knicks. You got the Pacers. What's up with Hallie? Somebody tell me, man. Look like he got them jitters out there, and Devo and them boys out there getting physical. That Villanova 3, Devo, my boy Hart, and Brunson, they out there doing their thing, man. They're definitely doing their thing. Oh, we got Joe with the Knicks too. It's been a good playoffs, Pacers. Hey, don't sleep on the Pacers though. Oh, Joe got him in 5 too. Everybody got him in 5. He's the third person I actually heard say that. I'm gonna try. I got a buddy who's a Knicks fan. I'm gonna try to get him on here, man. Try to get a Pace and a Nick on here. I know it's a fan of both sides, so we'll see what we can do. But let me shout these shows out really quick, man. Gotta get my guys out the way. Let's see. First show we're gonna talk about is Dave's Doghouse. My boy Dave. So Dave's Doghouse, you don't want to end up there. Well, you can end up in the yard and end up being a dog. That's when, he talks about even if you balling, if you're doing something great, if you're doing something elite, if you're standing out, you're a dog. You're going to be rewarded by being one of Dave's dogs and not in the doghouse. Because if you're in the doghouse, that means you're either underachieving, you did something crazy, or you just out there slumming, man. You're out there not getting right. So check out Dave's Doghouse. If you got a guy that you want to hear him get chewed out, this is the place for it. For sure. Next show, In the Red Corner. Okay, we got Ricky, Tony, my boy Ty. They host this show. This is our boxing show. These guys really know their stuff. You get 3 different perspectives on it. And it's just a great show. These guys, like I said, they really know their stuff. They're really into it. Every show that we have, that they have their own sport, you learn so much, especially if you're just not that into it or you just haven't, been that into it. It's gonna make you into it for sure. So check out In the Red Corner. Don't guys know their stuff. Next show, Kings Talk with Joe Jordan. Y'all saw Joe down in the comments. He has his own show where he talks about the Sacramento Kings. Yes, it's off season right now, so it's a little bit slow for my boy right now. However, okay, my bad. I spoke too soon. Kings Talk this Friday. Time will be determined. So look out for that. Subscribe to his channel so you can be alerted. And especially if you're a Kings fan or if you know a Kings fan, even if you're a Laker fan, you gotta see who your arch nemesis, what your arch nemesis is doing, because they got your number. But that's Kings Talk with Joe. Definitely tune in on Friday. I definitely will, because he definitely knows his stuff. Okay, we got CTC Carl talking college. This is Carl. He has the college down pat. He do college football and college basketball. I believe he just recently had a show not too long ago, maybe a day or two ago. So definitely check out Carl's show. He definitely knows his stuff. We call him the college guru. Like, he knows everything about the player, where they from, their favorite color, if they're a Kendrick or Drake fan, he know it all. You hear me? So that's CTC. Then we got fantasy football with Coach Coombs. Now this is called FLC. Coach, he's our fantasy football guy. He's just the NFL guy. The draft just happened. It's been some moves. So he's going to keep you guys in the mix, letting you know how are these impacting your fantasies. Like, who should you be on the lookout for? The early bird gets the worm. You don't want to be the guy who has to be a waiver wire warrior just to survive. You want to be ahead of the game. So definitely check out FFC because he is lit. I'm going to shout my boy Teddy out again. Baseball with Teddy. He just had some episodes breaking down the Yankee series. Definitely check out my guy's show. He's a excellent host for a show, and he definitely know what he's talking about. Then we have the main show. The main show is the Refuse to Lose. They talk about every single sport, anything. And, you have Joe, you have Tomo, and you have Dave. And it's an excellent show. They always have guests on there, and it's just always a good time. So definitely check out the Refuse to Lose. That's like the flagship show that pretty much does it all. So definitely check them out and, stay locked in because, this real ballers only right here. And we are getting more into the breakdowns, more into, play-by-play things. Hope you guys enjoyed today. I was trying to just break down a couple of the key plays at the end of the game that really sealed the fate for the Pacers. Like, those couple of possessions watching Halliburton kind of summed up his whole game. Like, only time I really saw him being aggressive was when he was pulling those threes. And y'all know how I feel about them threes, man. Live by the three, you're going to die by the three. So, but stay tuned for the next episode. Definitely going to do another one soon because I have to talk about those other series. We got to talk about the Nuggets and the T-Wolves. We got to talk about that. I mean, sheesh. Come on now. We got to talk about that. And then we got to talk about the Celtics. I feel like I haven't showed the Celtics no love this whole playoffs. It's probably because they have no comp right now on the teams that they play. I think the best comp they have left in the East is the Knicks. So we're going to see because I don't believe in the Cavs to beat the Celtics. They might get a game or two, but that's about it. But I'm definitely going to show the Celtics some love next episode, also the T-Wolves. So definitely stay tuned for that. But that's all I got for y'all today. I appreciate y'all so much for sticking out with your boy. Thanks for all the comments, being active, all the viewers. Don't forget to click the link, become a member, subscribe to all the shows, and, join these chats, man, because it's always a good time. So, but it's your boy Vaughn. Peace.